Hello everyone, my name is Nitya. I'm an ETL developer. Today I'm going to present my data warehouse project about heart disease and stroke prevention in US. Heart is a symphony and rhythm of our life and a vital organ of our life. Nowadays, I am hearing so many people are affected with heart diseases. So I chose this data from CDC for the analysis. This data covers the Medicare and Medicaid patients from both inpatients and outpatients across a variety of categories and years. This data provides a comprehensive picture of public health burden of cardiovascular diseases such as heart attacks, stroke, heart disease like myocardial infarction. This data is organized by locations and different indicators such as age, gender, race, and ethnicity. The KPIs the hospitalization rate by year over year, hospitalization rate by race year over year, number of patients year over year, average of high confidence limit by state over year. You are seeing the mapping document here. The mapping document is necessary for every ETL developer. It contains source, target, and business rule informations. Here, you're seeing the fully functioning technical flow diagram starting from source. The CSV file from CDC data is converted to JSON. And finally, the data is extracted into staging layer and transformed. Some transformations are performed in the ODS layer. The ODS layer is a real-time operational reporting purposes we are used here. And finally, the data is loaded into the data warehouse for the historical purposes and report analysis for the business data-driven decision. Now, dive into the project. First, we have to create the three databases in the SQL. The first is heartstroke staging, heartstroke ODS, and heartstroke data warehouse. After creating the data, all the databases in the SQL, we are going to load the data into the staging layer by using the script component as a source. You are visualizing here. I am using the script component here as a source. We need to follow some steps to load the JSON data in the script component. Add system.web.extension as reference to read the JSON data. And we need to use the JSON serializer. We have to create a class in C# to read the same structures and properties as JSON element have. Then execute the package and the data is loaded successfully in the staging layer. Next, ODS layer, it's a MIDI layer. It's nothing but the operational data store. It has 5 dictionary tables and 1 ODS table, that it is heartstroke ODS. Using the lookup transformation, derived column transformations, and data conversion, you can visualize here through this diagram. I'm using some lookup transformation, derived column transformation, and OLDB command here to load the data and update the data in the ODS layer. Finally, after the transformation, the ODS layer executed successfully and the data is loaded successfully in the ODS database. After loading the data in ODS layer, the layer is data warehouse layer. Here, after some transformations are performed in ODS, we are loading the data by using the merge statement. By implementing the store procedure, we load the data into the data warehouse by using the execute SQL task, one for dimension table, one for the fact tables. After executing the package, the data is loaded successfully in the dimension table as well as in the fact table. You're seeing the data model of the data warehouse here. It represents the star schema. It contains 2 fact tables and 5 dimension tables. From the analysis, one of the positive insight is hospitalization rate by year over year is decreased. You can clearly visualize here in the year 2004, the hospitalization rate is 1.49 and year over year it got decreased and the lowest rate is 1.32 in the year 2013. So it represents the positive insight here. And one of the negative insight is the hospitalization rate by race for non-Hispanic Black people is irregular over year. Due to the fluctuations in the data, it is difficult to making predictions for the period 2004 to 2013. So from the analysis, I recommended some suggestions here. According to the data in the year 2004 to 2013, hospitalization rate for the non-Hispanic black people is high. So I recommended to encourage them to schedule regular checkups with the healthcare providers to monitor their blood pressures, cholesterol levels, and overall cardiovascular health. It helps to early detection and intervention can significantly reduce the risk of heart disease over the year. My next suggestion is for the patients the age above 75, it is important to consult with their healthcare professional for personalized advice and treatment options to follow medical managements and follow the prescribed medications strictly, including the blood thinners, cholesterol lowering drugs, and blood pressure medications. Take them as directed and discuss any concerns or side effects with a healthcare provider. According to the data, heart disease rate more than 15% for non-Hispanic Black people in the state, Iowa, Wyoming, Maine, South Dakota, and North Dakota states need to get increased awareness and educations, focusing on raising the awareness about the heart disease risk factors, symptoms, and preventive measures. It can help to community to come through outreach program, partnerships with the local organization, and educational campaigns tailored specifically to the population in the state level. So next suggestion is state health departments can further develop system of stroke care through the quality improvement initiatives and partnerships to coordinate statewide stroke policies. If the person isn't breathing or you don't find a pulse, begin CPR to keep blood flowing. After, you can call 911 for emergency medical help. These are the suggestions I recommended. So thank you for listening. Thank you, everyone.